Right, okay. Hello, YouTube. Hope you're all well. I've got about a 15-second delay. Right, let's go to here. There we go. Right, welcome to the masterclass. I'm John McLauchlan. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, and this is where we do a Q&A on all things marketing, all things bright and beautiful. Right, yeah, it's been quite a long day for me today. If you've ever put a quiz funnel together, um, quiz funnels are extremely powerful. If you think about, you go to someone's website, you go to a funnel page, and there's a quiz. Take the quiz. So you take the quiz and you start answering questions and you sort of get into it and you answer questions based on what you're interested in, and the results are given via email. So you get a subscriber, and also the information that you get is tailored to the answers that you give. It's really, really powerful, and there's a number of different ways you can do it for different sort of marketing applications. Okay. Now, one of the things that I can do using the software that we use is it comes all built in. So what I've done, I've got it on there's going to be a new page on my blog on the front page. And instead of the blog being as it is, it's going to be a quiz funnel. Most quiz funnels, you filter people through to three different sections. Okay. One, two, or three. Me being John McLauchlan, I did six. Okay, so I started doing this funnel, I think at the weekend. No, it's Thursday today and Wednesday today. It's Wednesday. So I started doing the funnel and it's taken a lot of time to do. So essentially, I've got six brand new funnels. I've got 12 different new video trainings. Is it 84? 84 follow-up emails, all segmented and automated. It's been a bit of a mammoth task. Anyway, I'm not saying that to brag. What I'm saying is that when you come on board with me with one of my products that I do for sales funnels, you get access to all that. Okay, so I'm making it available to everyone. So it's really powerful. So yeah, I'll do all the work. It's okay. I'll do all the work, and you can just reap the benefits. But that's what it's all about, it's teamwork. And I benefit from lots of other people as well. Right. So that's what I've been doing the last few days. So if I haven't been quite as active on the socials, and if I haven't been quite as active on YouTube, that's why, because I've been really busy. But no excuse. So anyway, we've got a brand new video coming live in the morning, 8 a.m. UK time. And you might know my my thoughts on AI. I don't really like AI because people are just using it to communicate with people. And as a great example, I'm sure if you're a marketer, you get plenty of lovely messages from solo ad people. Hello, how are you? Are you there? Are you there now? Can you buy my stuff? Okay. Anyway, so I was having a conversation with one of these vendors, and she said, one of my people have made 59 sales from one solo ad, which is crazy numbers. Okay, so I said, okay, give me the page that he used or they used to convert these people from your solo ads. And she gave me the page. And the page was full of videos, but it was full of AI people. Not, they're not even people, are they? Just AI generated binary code trying to sell people stuff. Hello, I'm David. Well, actually, you're not David. You're just a thing. Okay. And it was really bad. It was really poor. And in terms of engagement, yes, use AI for you. Okay. Don't go and use AI because you can't do videos. If you're going to do videos, for Christ's sake, do a video. If you're nervous about being on camera, be nervous. Because I tell you what's going to happen, and it's already happening. People will love you for it. If you're nervous on camera and you go, "Hey, I'm John. This is my first video, and I'm really, really nervous." But you know what? I saw the AI stuff, and I thought I'm not doing that. So here I am, and right, let's get on with it. People will sit down and they'll say, "Thank you very much," because there are lots of things that AI can do. And as a marketer, you've got to leverage AI, just not for everything. Remember, people do business with people. People don't do business with AI stuff. And in terms of this guy supposedly getting all these customers. I just think it was pack of lies. Pack of lies. Okay. No, he didn't. No, nobody converts from that kind of nonsense. Anyway, yeah, this week, somebody reached out to me and said, look, you really want to be leveraging AI to some degree. Have you thought about doing an automated sales funnel? And of course, whilst I'm skeptical about AI, I am a marketer and I would be stupid to not give it a try and give it a go in the same way that I was stupid that I didn't leverage video shorts sooner rather than later. And my story of video shorts is I'm a I'm a qualified filmmaker and take pride in doing filmmaky stuff. And I saw video shorts and I thought I'm not even going to go there and do that. And at the time it was like kids dancing on the phones and TikTok and this sort of stereotypical TikTok stuff. I thought there's no way I'm doing that because what's the next thing? The next thing is social media is going to reward people for, running up and down the street screaming with the clothes off, and that's going to please the algorithm. And then someone else is going to please the algorithm. Then, jumping on one leg is going to please your. I thought I'm not having it, not doing it. Okay, not going there. Anyway, that was about as ridiculous as saying, don't adopt the automobile, stick with the horse. Okay, that was just my kind of ignorance. So I decided to leverage AI and decided to get on board with one of these sales funnels. Um, so I set it up. I got my domain name, connected it all. I ordered some solo ads because, yeah, go and do solo ads. So I've got no involvement at all other than buying a domain name, connecting it, and putting an order in. That was it. No follow up, no capture pages to do, none of this setting up a quiz funnel, for days and days. Just that was it. Okay. And I made 3 sales overnight. The sales or the following day, 3 sales overnight. I woke up, looked at my phone, there was sales there. Um, I had another sale afterwards. So obviously I had a few people sort of, got upgraded after they got one or two of the emails that were all done for me. I did another solo ad campaign. These solo ads, 100 at a time. It was $69. It was the cheapest one I could do. I thought I'm just going to test it because it's AI, okay? And it made me 9 sales, and it's currently developing me. What have I got right now? Six, two, 12 to 140 dollars a month. Okay, coming in now, just from that, from doing 3 steps. And one of the questions I got in just a minute ago was, what are your thoughts on the new David AI funnel? And I'm assuming that's the one I'm talking about. The AI funnel, what they've got on the page, and if you go to my YouTube channel in the morning, I've got a video scheduled for 8 a.m. UK time, which will be kind of going up to lunchtime in the US. Um, and I give you a demonstration of this David funnel, and essentially you can talk to it on the sales page. Tell me what it is, tell me what you do, what's the price, what's the implications? Is it really, a 3 sort of step setup? It talks you through the whole thing. So not only does it work for you 24/7, but also with that system, you can then get an appointment, or a lead can get an appointment to speak to the CEO of the company, and he can talk to you as well. So from a marketing point of view, I'm making sales whilst I'm still building out this wonderful quiz funnel, and it leverages your time and it really does make a difference. So in terms of what are my thoughts are right now it's working. And all the people that talk about, you know, kind of the wavy hand type people, oh yeah, you can set up a funnel real quick, three little steps. And I woke up to sales, most of the time as a marketer, I just go, yeah, whatever, okay. And now here's me going through that process, saying the same thing because it's actually happened. And if you know me, I don't do hype, I don't do nonsense. Um, so if you want to get on board with that, reach out to me. I'll give you a link and you can have a free trial. Okay. And again, I always say whatever you are going to do, whatever you're thinking about doing, do your research first. So when you do start the business, you start on the right foot. You don't want to be forced into anything, and you don't want to start regretting having made a decision. Okay. So, some of my glasses. So there we go. And the other thing about getting started with these things is if you get in, get all in and just have the balls to carry on and do it and just get busy and get in and make it happen. There's no other way around it. Um, and when you're talking about something like AI, I mean, there's even people who started this business with the AI thing who've kind of poked at it and literally, and I know I talk about people who say that word, but literally it's three steps and you're making sales. And if people can't be bothered to make the three steps, then obviously it's not really for them. Okay, but that's where we're at. Right, next question. So yeah, this is a bit of a revelation, me getting on board with AI. Um, there you go. So would you use Mileage and Secret to promote a new funnel or a new product? Right. This is quite a good question. I did actually put a video um, on YouTube. It was the $60 to $10,000. And again, that is a real case study. The numbers, I turned the numbers right down because the numbers are a lot more than that. But obviously, people can relate to $10,000. Um, Probably can't relate to the higher numbers. So I just say $10,000. Here's the thing with Marley Gen. Miley Gen works despite what people say. It's a bit like playing golf. Some days you have good days, and some days you just can't hit the ball. Okay, and some days you forget your clubs. You know what I mean? Some days like that, and some days you just hit the ball without even realizing it, and you have a great day. It's a bit like that. Because you're dealing with low quality leads, you're dealing with co-registration leads. I've promoted all kinds of things, and one of the things that are consistently making sales are ClickBank, and it's the work from home jobs. And I don't know why, they just like them. And I've looked at the work from home jobs thing, and you go through the training, and you reach out to people, and you get these jobs, and it's a real thing, okay? And people stay with me for a long time. I get a lot of recurring income from promoting those products. So here's what you want to do. When you start promoting Marley Gen, promote Marley Gen itself, as I show you in that video, the 60K to 60K, $60 to 100K. Promote Marley Gen itself, get your affiliates in. So Marley Gen is paying for itself. Then go out and promote ClickBank products and use the income that you get from ClickBank to buy additional traffic and to have a marketing budget. That's the way I would do it because you can guarantee more that people are going to make sales through ClickBank as opposed to going directly from Marley Gen to an offer. So let's say the new AI funnel. I'm actually promoting it in my PS at the moment, the AI funnel to my Marley Gen. Yes, there are some people coming through. I think I've had two sales from it. So it does work, and they're still active as well, so that's good because it is simple and straightforward, and that's what people want. Um, but that's what you want to be doing is promoting mileage and with ClickBank, getting that money in and using that to either put into Facebook ads or YouTube ads or solo ads or whatever you want to do. Um, but then you've got to say what is actually converting. And what is converting extremely well right now is this AI funnel I told you about. And everybody who's gone through the process of doing the three-step setup and bought solo ads has made sales. And I've seen people who have been around the industry for years and you never really hear of them, you know? It's like the back of the broom cupboard, you know? Who are these people? I've seen this for ages. It's not been out here for years. And they're on the leaderboards. And it's great to see. It's great to see people actually doing something and putting it into practice and they're on the leaderboards. And they're on the leaderboards because they've actually gone on and they've done something. And I said this before, and we're saying it more and more. There are more people getting involved in this industry right now who get in and people say I get overwhelmed. I'm disagreeing with that at the moment. Excuse me, I'm gonna have a slurp. I'm disagreeing. It's not that people get overwhelmed. It's people don't want to do the work. more. And I can relate to that today. I was doing loads of emails. Okay, I'm sat here in the morning. I had my pajamas on, my dressing gown, my hat on because it was quite cold because it's still freezing cold here in the UK. And I'm working away, and I thought, right, you've got to get all your videos done today. I've got a big list of videos. I had 12 videos to do, and six of those were 25-minute training videos that had to be edited. And I'm still editing them right now. And I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to do it. I'll, I'll, and all I'm doing, I'm thinking about doing something else. And it's only when you actually go out and do the jobs that you need to do to get them out of the way that's when you progress. And sometimes it's jobs that you don't want to do. Sometimes it's tasks that takes you outside your comfort zone, and you've got to do it. And people go, "Well, I feel a bit overwhelmed." Well, it's not overwhelmed, confused. It's overwhelmed getting outside your comfort zone. And if we can show you how to do that from a safety point of view, from a safe place, then that's when people can make progress. Okay, so it's a case of doing something, and you don't have to do much. You don't have to do much right now to start raising your head above the parapet because there are so many people who are not doing anything, and it's so sad. Um, when I first got involved in this business, Christ, there wasn't even Facebook, there wasn't even social media, there wasn't even YouTube. It's crazy. We're putting ads in papers, you know. Go to this website, and do you know what? It worked. And I'll tell you something else that I'm going to touch on. Everything works, whether it's solo ads, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's blogging, whether it's doing YouTube shorts, whether it's doing long form video, whatever it is, there's somebody out there who's got a speciality in it. And there's somebody out there who makes it work and makes it work well. So everything works. You just need to find what works for you and run with it. Whether it's an AI funnel. Now, the thing is with the AI thing is what's going to happen is people are going to leverage it. Now, what happens when something works well? Everybody jumps on. You get more affiliates in. Great, I've got some more affiliates, but at the same time, what are you doing? You're actually inviting more competition. So you show people what to do, and suddenly your message, as you get more and more people involved, gets filtered and more filtered. Um, so you've got to be aware of that. So then what are you going to fall back on? Do you fall back on more AI, or do you actually go outside your comfort zone and learn marketing? And this is what I always say: you've got to, you've got to understand the principles of marketing. You've got to understand what to do from a human perspective, or what you need to do on a daily basis. And one of the most powerful things that I always touch on is doing videos, but doing videos in front of a camera like this. Okay, now you might be watching this thinking this guy's going on bloody boring. I want to go watch some more cat videos or whatever, but I've got almost 2 decades in this industry, and I've seen people come and go, and I've seen trends come and go, and I've missed a lot of trends because I've been too obstinate. I've been thinking, like video shorts, and you've got to leverage things that work, and you've got to find your way. You've got to find what works for you. And sometimes you've got to go. I think Gary Vee says it right when he says you just got to eat shit. And you've got to go through the process. You've got to go through the process of finding what works for you. And forgetting about I'm overwhelmed, I'm confused. The more people say that, the more you're going to attract. And you look at what a lot of people say in their day-to-day language and their language patterns, and you wonder why they're stuck. I'm not very good at this, or I'm really crap at doing videos, or blogging. Oh, I hate blogging. But what are you good at? Find out what you're good at and run with it. Okay, and you can get better at everything. All right. Anyway, right, yeah. So the new AA funnel is working really well. I would definitely recommend you. Do you want to make money or not? And if you want to make money, then you can leverage it. 3 simple steps and it's done. Um, And by going through those steps, you're going to learn a little bit about if you're brand new, you're going to learn about marketing. And also, when you start something from scratch and you go through the process, literally buy a domain name, configure it, buy solo ads. When you go through that process and you make sales, that is going to put a strong anchor up here. That's going to go, I'm doing this and I can do this. Okay, and whatever stands in my way, I'm going to do it. And it's such a difference between the people who do it and succeed quickly and the people that try something for months and months and years by dipping their toe in the water and fail. What's that saying to their subconscious brain? Okay, it's saying don't do it. Or it's saying stick with it but try something else, which is shiny object syndrome, because your brain is wired for survival. You know, if you chase a chicken around the country for 3 or 4 hours, you eventually going to die of starvation if you can't catch it. So your brain is wired for survival. It's going to say, "Whoa, stop! Try a different strategy. Try buying a net. Or try doing something else." And it's the same with an online business. People try for so long, and they're going to go and do something else, and they're going to try that, and they're going to do something else, and that process speeds up the more times you fail. And you see some people go from one thing to the next almost every month. And you see some people like me, for example, that just sticks with the same thing day in day out because I kind of I like staying with things. So anyway, right. What we're going to do now is if you have any questions, drop me a comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop me a comment, and also drop me a comment on things that you would like to see as well. That new AI video. I've got a demonstration of the software that's coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. It's scheduled to go out. It's all done. So have a look at that and tell me what you think. Be interesting to find out what people think because there's so many beginners doing well with this. But at the same time, it'd be good to go through the process to show you the AI in action. That's what it's really for, just to see, because it'll be an interesting kind of experiment to see what people think. Right, there we go. Everything works. Everything works. I get so much feedback from the My Lead Gen. We started doing the case study at the beginning of January, and if you follow in the case study, yes, I did kind of test it, and sales did go down quite significantly as I changed products and tested it, and that's what happens, unfortunately, when you go from one thing to the next. But I was hard testing it. Then I got really busy with my academy, as I've sort of explained. Now on an upward trajectory, and we're going to get back up to doing seven, 800,000, 700,000, $700 to $800 just with ClickBank, and then obviously we've got the income coming in from mileage as well. So based on what I spend, generally that gets 10x in ROI. So it works well, and then that money goes back into paid advertising or doing whatever I want to do with it. Usually goes back into the business, but that's what you want to be doing. Okay, right, we're going to call it a day from there. So thanks for those two questions. Normally get a few more questions, but I appreciate I've been a little bit distracted with getting this quiz funnel. And what I'll do next week is I'll go through this quiz funnel. I'll show you it working because it works a treat. It's quite a lot to set up with the links and the pages. But once it's set up, it works. It's really, really effective. And we can add to it, we can refine it, and just increase improve the flow as we go. So it's gonna be good when it's done, and it'll be done, I'd imagine tomorrow. That'll be exciting. Anyway, reach out to me any questions that you've got. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. The YouTube channel, I'll tell you right now, I've had it since about 2008. And it's only in the last couple of years where I've started to put more stuff on it and use it as I should have many years ago. I just used it as a hosting thing, when YouTube wasn't really that popular. So now it's building out, and so it'd be great to get a subscription from you. Any likes, drop me a like. and I will see you next week. All right. Take care. Bye for now.